Karoline Leavitt just humiliated Whoopi Goldberg on live TV. The View is in full-blown panic mode, and it's all thanks to one woman, Karoline Leavitt. She walked into their liberal lion's den and destroyed them.
Watching this clip, I couldn't help but think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists. But they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years, and it was a joy to watch them on November the 6th when they realized that tens of millions of Americans do not listen to the lies that they have spewed.
What started as a heated political debate has quickly escalated into a legal and emotional nightmare. Goldberg, known for her composure and quick wit, was seen wiping away tears, her voice trembling as she turned to the camera and made a direct appeal to Leavitt. "This has gone too far," she said. "Please, Karoline, end this, for the sake of truth, peace, and all of us involved." Her emotional outburst sent shockwaves through social media, with fans and critics alike questioning how a morning talk show segment could lead to such catastrophic consequences. Karoline Leavitt, a rising political figure and former Trump White House staffer, is suing Goldberg and ABC over what she claims are deliberate and malicious attacks on her character. In her court filing, Leavitt argues that a recent on-air discussion painted her as a dangerous extremist, effectively damaging her future prospects and putting her in harm's way.
Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin tried to smear her, but Karoline's mic drop response left them speechless. Now, reports are swirling that The View's latest controversy could spark a massive $800 million lawsuit. ABC execs are scrambling, sponsors are nervous, and some say this could be the beginning of the end for the show.
The lawsuit doesn't just target Goldberg, it pulls in network executives, producers, and several unnamed contributors, suggesting a much wider net of accountability. Insiders say tensions behind the scenes at The View are at an all-time high. Legal teams are scrambling, advertisers are uneasy, and there's growing concern over the show's future. The staggering amount, $800 million, has people wondering whether this lawsuit could mark the downfall of one of TV's longest-running and most controversial talk shows. Meanwhile, Goldberg's breakdown is being dissected frame by frame. Some say it was a sincere moment of vulnerability from a woman under immense pressure.
The pivotal moment arrived when Whoopi Goldberg, her frustration evident, remarked, "Whoopi Goldberg, you may not like the term woke, but if it weren't for people fighting for equal rights, you wouldn't be sitting in that seat today." Karoline Leavitt, maintaining her composure, delivered a retort that would become the highlight of the exchange. Karoline Leavitt, "Whoopi, with all due respect, I got here because I worked hard, not because of some woke initiative. Hard work and merit still means something in this country." The studio audience reacted with a mix of applause and murmurs, encapsulating the nation's polarized views on the subject. Visibly taken aback, Goldberg attempted to respond but found herself momentarily at a loss for words.
Others see it as a strategic performance to sway public opinion and avoid a potentially career-ending trial. Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear. This is no longer just about politics. It's a battle over reputation, power, and the limits of public discourse in the digital age. In an unexpected twist that left audiences speechless, Whoopi Goldberg, longtime co-host of The View, appeared visibly shaken during a live segment, breaking down in front of millions while pleading with Karoline Leavitt to drop what's being called the most explosive lawsuit in daytime television history. The $800 million defamation suit filed by Leavitt has ignited a firestorm of controversy, and for the first time, it appears that Goldberg is truly feeling the heat.
Likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him, they have shamed him, they have lied about him consistently on their show. And it was a joy to watch them on November the 6th when they realized that tens of millions of Americans do not listen to the lies that they have spewed. These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up. They just paid $15 million to President Trump's future library. That's a great thing for the American people.
So what exactly sparked this unprecedented legal move? What was said on air that triggered such a powerful response? And could this actually signal the downfall of a cultural mainstay? It begins like countless other broadcasts: sharp commentary, layered sarcasm, and confidently delivered opinions. But this time, the hosts directed their attention toward Karoline Leavitt. One of the youngest conservative political commentators currently in the spotlight, she quickly became the target of pointed remarks. And then came the comment from Joy Behar. Karoline's rise isn't about talent. It's just Trump thinking she's a 10. That statement, aired nationally, may have just crossed a legal line. Yes, the words were said, on national television, unfiltered and without verification, delivered with a tone of mockery. Then came Whoopi Goldberg, asserting that Karoline Leavitt owed her entire career to so-called wokeness.
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
Did The View just get cornered by an $800 million lawsuit? Karoline Leavitt filed the suit, and at first, the hosts mocked it. No big deal, right? Behind the scenes, however, ABC's lawyers panicked. Rumors suggest Leavitt's case is stronger than anyone expected, and suddenly the once smug co-host seemed nervous. When ABC hinted at settling, Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar felt betrayed.
They really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was picked for the role.
Live on air, they practically begged Leavitt to back off, but the audience wasn't buying it. Social media erupted with accusations of hypocrisy, sponsors grew uneasy, and Leavitt refused to budge. Is this the end for one of daytime TV's most controversial talk shows? Stay tuned.
The case doesn't rest on vague allegations. Karoline's legal team compiled broadcast footage, cited repeated instances, and built a case grounded in documented behavior. The filing's impact was instant. Internal sources claim ABC executives moved into crisis response mode, holding urgent meetings, conducting policy reviews, and fielding calls from increasingly concerned advertisers. Corporate partners reportedly began reviewing their affiliations with the network, worried about potential fallout. This situation escalated from televised controversy to a full-blown reputational emergency. And throughout this, Karoline remained composed, allowing her legal filings to speak louder than words. The narrative quickly shifted. Those once critical on air are now, reportedly, working quietly behind the scenes, hoping to resolve a crisis they may not have anticipated.
I respect everything everyone is saying to me, and I don't want to fake apologize. I'm very upset about that people are misunderstood what I was saying. And
experts are warning that she could potentially be held personally responsible for millions in damages if the court finds the defamation claim valid. Behind the scenes, anxiety is building. One report indicates that a producer overheard Whoopi backstage admitting concern, reportedly saying, "We took it too far. We didn't think there'd be pushback." But by now, the momentum is irreversible. Karoline Leavitt has seized the advantage, and her support base is responding accordingly. Across social media platforms, reaction has been intense. Karoline's comment sections are filled with posts demanding accountability, praising her for standing firm, and calling for a broader reckoning in televised media. Viewers from varying political perspectives are noting that this incident may have crossed ethical boundaries. Videos of the controversial segment have gone viral, while TikTok and YouTube creators dissect each frame with near forensic detail.
Think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years.
Sources close to her legal team confirm that her message is resonating far beyond one courtroom. The ripple effect is already being felt across multiple industries. Conservative commentators, political figures, and even several former guests of The View are beginning to speak out. Some are revealing past incidents where they were allegedly misrepresented or edited unfairly. Karoline's lawsuit, initially viewed as an isolated battle, may now be inspiring a broader shift in how major talk shows are held accountable for their commentary. Whether The View ultimately survives this controversy or not, one thing has become increasingly clear. The long-standing era where high-profile programs could mock and marginalize without pushback appears to be nearing its end. Now here's the question to consider. Do you believe this lawsuit is justified? Should The View be held accountable for its statements? And if Karoline Leavitt succeeds, could this case create a legal precedent that reshapes the entire television landscape? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The discussion is growing and every perspective adds to it. And before you go, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single update on this rapidly evolving media showdown. Because if the reports about private pleas and panicked producers are true, what comes next might be even more shocking. Stay tuned.